In health class at my school, all students are required to read a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective Teens by Sean Covey. One thing in this book that's really changed the way that I think is the second of the 7 habits. Begin with the end in mind. This habit is all about goal setting, a tactic that is important in many aspects of life, but especially so in such a broad and exalted topic as the importance of ethics in one's life. Now, the biggest goal that anyone can set is a personal mission statement. My personal mission statement is to make decisions I am proud of, to put what is right over what is in it for me, and to be a proactive and helpful citizen of the world in which I am so privileged to live. This, to me, will constitute an ethical life. Learning about the Rotary's 4-way test has given me a clear and relevant way to check if my choices and decisions are in line with my mission. If what I say is the truth, if what I choose is fair, if what I do builds goodwill and better friendships, and if what I'm a part of is beneficial to all concerned, then I'll be on my way to a fulfilling and ethical life. Now, in order for me to succeed in my mission, ethics and morals must be present in all aspects of my life, in my career, in personal relationships, and in interactions with the world. As of right now, I hope to become a lawyer and then a judge. I want to maintain the safety of our country and try to ensure that justice is provided to all citizens. For example, if I were ever told to use suspicious evidence or deceit to win a jury or win over a case, I would refuse, for this would violate my mission, and it would not be the truth. Our justice system is based on the principle that all citizens are equal before the law. Therefore, in all situations, it is imperative that I ask myself, is it fair to all concerned? My grandfather, a lawyer and one of my role models, used his knowledge of the law to fight for marriage equality in Connecticut and helped to make it the 3rd state to legalize gay marriage. He fought for what he felt was fair, and that extended the fruits of equality to countless people. I plan to continue his quest for fairness. Abraham Lincoln, with whom I share a birthday, once said that reverence for the laws be proclaimed in the legislative halls and enforced in the courts of justice. I will fight to uphold the integrity of our great justice system. In a world where friendships seem to be based more on utility than caring, and conversations focus more on speaking and listening, it is often difficult to incorporate a strong sense of ethics into personal relationships. So, the question, will it build goodwill and better friendships, is a vital one to ask in order to procure relationships that are lasting and meaningful. To do this, we first must respectfully listen. Recently, I was talking with a friend about colleges, but as she was telling me about schools she was considering, I interjected with my own views, which led to an argument. To create goodwill between us, I should have let her know that I valued what she had to say by listening intently instead of interrupting. In addition, we must consider the feelings of others before speaking. Being mindful of how what we say could be perceived is a good step in preventing hard feelings or misunderstandings, and instead fostering goodwill and better relationships between people. Following an ethical code consisting of caring for the feelings of others and actively seeking out positive relationships will be important for me to try to make the world a more amiable place. Not everyone has the benefits of economic security or support from those around them, but I believe that everyone should. To try to make this a reality, I plan to follow the ethical principles of treating everyone with respect and placing community gain over personal gain. I will try to teach others and myself that an action should only be performed if it is beneficial to all concerned. For example, instead of firing an employee to save money for my company, I could dock my own salary so that she is able to retain her income and will still be able to provide for her family. Minor actions like this can have major effects, so donating time to charities or even giving compliments are small ways people can start to usher in the embodiment of ethics in society. I will try to lead by example by demonstrating the ameliorative effects being generous can have. Generosity is necessary to improve the welfare of all people, but only through strong adherence to ethics and morals will the idea of a generous world come to fruition. Ethics will be more than just a part of my life. Ethics will govern all the ways I will live my life. In accordance with the Rotary's four-way test, I will strive to value the truth, to promote fairness, to cultivate goodwill and better friendships, and to ensure benefits to all concerned. When my life is coming to a close, the only way that I know I will be able to look back and be happy and proud of the life I've lived is if I can honestly say that in some way I changed the world for the better. This does not mean that I will solve all the world's issues, but instead, each time I stand up for the victim of bullying, each time I give to those in need, each time I make someone feel cared for, each time I combat selfishness and promote benevolence, I will be contributing to the greater good. Then, my mission will be complete. Then I will know that I have earned the right to be a part of the grand community that is our world. This is a lofty goal, but if I begin now with the end in mind, I'll be on my way to achieving it, one ethical step at a time. Thank you.
Our second place point winner is Aidan. Aidan, can you come on up? So, Aidan, same thing. You know, I know in your speech you took on the idea of you want to be a lawyer, and which, by the way, I can just think is a great profession. You know, you're inspired by your grandfather. So, why that particular message? Why did you want to bring that message that you said? Just share it with us.
Well, while preparing the speech, I was just excited because I've always liked to think, and I've been thinking more about ethics and being a good person. So I think talking about a role model was a good choice for me because we're often inspired by people around us. So I think he is a great demonstration of what an ethical man can be. So I wanted to convey that in my speech, that I wanted to be understanding of how the differences between right and wrong can affect someone's life and how they should play out in order for someone to live their best life.
How old are you?
17.
Right. Excellent.